Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here.
You know who I've got my eye on here, Peter? Dennis Bergkamp. He'll be performing all sorts of different roles out there. The focal point up front, the ball carrier, the link between the midfield and the attack.
A beautiful inventor, and he does it all, of course, with unmatched panache.
Yeah, a team player through and through, and he's totally unselfish.
Tries to pass it through. Always onto this. And Stoichkov! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. No, that's been intercepted. And this is Owen, played out to the right. He has found the way through. Here comes the cross. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Nedved, Baron. Nedved, he's found the way through. Stoichkov. It's Bergkamp. And it's been given away. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Owen, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Xavi Alonso. David Villa. Oh, good-looking ball. Knocks it into space. That's been slipped through. And the keeper... Nedved! Goal! Besiktas!
Tadı yok, gelmedin sen. 2 kişi eksik dediler. Yapardık eliminasyon. Ayı Mehmet vardı. Oyun kurmuş Ayı Mehmet. Nasıl yazdınız ya? Şey mi? Abone mi oldun? Nasıl oldun? Ben şey koyduydum. Yazı yazmak için. Anlamadım ki nasıl oldu. Acaba şey diye mi yazdırdı? He. Tamam. Yazıyı nasıl yazdın onu diyorum. Verdim ya Ayı Mehmet. Sana biraz sinirliyim. İşin gücün daşşak geçmek amına. İnsanın şeyiyle oynuyorsunuz ya. Ben aradım seni, sen açmadın. Görüntülü. Beni aramadın sen. Öyle bir şey gelmedi bana. Bildirim. He, tamam. Yok hiçbir şey yapmıyorsun herhalde WhatsApp'ta. Sana niye sinir oluyorum? Sen meleksin ya. Charlie'nin meleklerindensin sen. Sabahtan beri konuştun. Bir de ne yaptım ben diyorsun ya. Ne adamsın ya. Abi millete de şey konusu yapıyorsun. Yeni gelen adam sanacak ki bizi daşşak geçecek adam sanacak amına. Boş ver. Ha çok seversin ama sevdiğinden sığdırasın gelir. Çok iyi bilirim. Ha öyle Mehmet öyle. Gol yedim zaten, dur şimdi sinir oldum. Amına koyacağım ya. Ne var? Who opened these lights all? Oh, close it man first.
welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever.
You open all the lights and you saying I'm going. Ya o konsantrasyonum bozuldu. Nereden yayın açmasam mıydım neydim? İyiydi 1-0 yeniyordum ya. Çöp lan bu adam ya.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very,
Amına koyacağım böyle işin ya.
it was just beautifully measured.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Hayır adam ben konuşurken atıyor golü ya. Yoksa çöp bu. Çöpün çöpü hem. Görüşürüz.
Caught offside that time. Scholes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. No, that was never going to make.
Sesi kapatmamış mıyım ben konuşurken ya? Kapattım sanıyordum. Senin ayağını sikeceğim senin dostum. Hadi oğlum. Hadi be ama bastım ver dedim ya. Nedvet'e ver dedim bastım ben ya. Allah Allah ya. Ne kodum illa beni var ya. Beleşten 3 tane gol attı. İlki değil de hadi neyse. Öteki ikisi değiştirmiş.
The action is back on the way.
Besiktas really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Nedved gets into a good position. Owen. Scholes. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing.
Ya iptal ettim abi, iptal ettim. Onu iptal ettim. Verme diye iptal ettim ya. Geç kaldım ya. Öf. Yapma Allah aşkına çocuğum ya. Yapma koçum ya. Geç onu geç. Neyse dur bakalım. Bas bas bas. Sen basacaksın. Geç onu. Çık çık çık çık. Ah niye gelme o kadar adamın içinde ya. Göstereceğim ben sana hiç merak etme sen. Ah siktir oradan be. Hadi hadi. İyi oldu oraya attı. Düz gitse. Yapma be bir geçse. Neyse ayarlayacağız. Adamın şeyi oynuyor ya interneti. 3 oluyor bir şeyler oluyor. Hadi oğlum, hadi al onu Turam. Oğlum koca boyunla alamıyorsun ya, yazıklar olsun sana Turam be. Ne oldu oğlum? Foul yaptı gansız.
Scholes has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Big header! He's beaten it this time, surely. And for a moment...
Oğlum Gullit'le şut vuracağım yere pas verdim ya yanlışlıkla. Golü kaçırdık.
Barcelona have reclaimed it. Cafu making good progress on the right-hand side. And that pass just didn't quite work. Hullet does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Owen, he's found a way through, has a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Durdurdu ya, iyi oldu. Vallahi iyi oldu. İptal olmamıştı inşallah gol. Bakayım 3 tane. Evet. Güzel güzel. Goller yağsın abi. Hemen onu alayım ya.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 24, Duran. Number 9, Owen. Number 22, Hullet. Coming on the field,
Besiktas still have the cards to affect this game.
number 17, Mbappe.
It's a sharp little ball here. Real chance!
Substitution in progress.
And that would have won it.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Artık kafam rahat olur. Evet.
That was nowhere near his best. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the shot! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! He's got himself an absolute peach. What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This has become one superb game of football. Neymar
Ya yapma şunu, gole gideceğiz be. Yapma be.
to that little black book.
Vallahi gole gidiyordum ya. Pası verdiydi.
Kaká. Oh, that's fabulous. O'Shea. Fernando Torres.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's made its way to him. And this is Cruyff. He's got away. Roberto Carlos with a fine tackle. Rijkaard.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That looks a cracking ball. That is a brilliant interception.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
O'Shea. Roberto Carlos, who does have an assist to his name. Now this could be a chance. Cruyff, and reclaimed it in a trice. 4 added minutes on the board. Fernando Torres. Davids.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
O'Shea. Barcelona finding their passes. Cruyff. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, that's a very... Oh, shooting chance! Do it! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training. And it came off beautifully.
And that is as far as it goes. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Neymar claiming the Man of the Match award. boys. It's just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Besiktas against Rangers.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Besiktas are now forced to play the bulk of the game a man short.
It looked avoidable and unnecessary, but it makes you think that he was trying to intimidate.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So who's he going to be aiming for here? He's played it back. Now this could be a chance. Pull it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's picked his way through. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Rangers with their first corner, first in the game for either side actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. The most accurate pass. Yamal going face to face with his great rival. And he's managed to get free. Looks across and the shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, that once he controlled it on his chest, the follow-up was going to be good, and that was special.
Besiktas are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's some quick running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's been shifted off it. It's run loose here. Inzaghi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Inzaghi. He is through here. It's a sharp pass.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Hullet. That's a shade optimistic. Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? Filippo, and chance for a shot!
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Owen! Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, that's... Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. That is decidedly lacking. Looking to play him in. Ronaldinho, who's set up one goal so far. Xabi Alonso. And it's Inzaghi. And he's lost his man here.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Hazard. deals with that comfortably. Bullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Defending was strong and firm. Azar. It's Ronaldinho. Inzaghi. Ronaldinho.
Besiktas certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And that is out of play. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And Hullet! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Xavi Alonso. And this is Inzaghi. And the finish! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure, and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Rangers are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And there's the end of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And here's Inzaghi. He's got away. And it's Azar. Crosses it in. Great chance! He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, you'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Up he goes! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
Besiktas are looking to go forward now. And this is Hullet. Can he finish? He's got a goal! The second half off to a spectacular start. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Besiktas get themselves back into contention. Can he finish?
Besiktas have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
And he's cut it out. Pull it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Azar. Nedved has given away a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Van Basten. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, what a quick, decent chance! He scored! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely.
That's clear cut. It's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Costa Curta. Oh, good spread. And here's Yamal. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Owen! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Besiktas have their second corner now. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Rangers have the chance to go the other way. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Triol with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Triol has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card. Nedved aims beyond the defence. Bastoni. Roberto Carlos. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Turan. And he's picked out the run. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number
Cruyff
9.
ready to try one. A
Number
real
22.
chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament.
Number 7.
Cruyff!
Coming on the field. Number 17. Mbappe. Number 19. Neymar. Number 14.
It might not be
Johan
such
Cruyff.
a bad idea playing this
Substitution in
short
progress.
into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Rangers are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's found support out wide. Davids does well to stand firm and defend it.
Bebeto really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cruyff. Bastoni cuts it out. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's a little off target. The final 5 minutes. Oh, it's Van Basten. That's really well manoeuvred. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done. He's tried one! They've done it! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Besiktas are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defence.
Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chaser. Oh, he's been caught napping! Cruyff. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Cruyff. Look at the space here. Shapes to shoot! Xavi Alonso is the team's great visionary, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that will be it. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Besiktas lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Knocks it into space. Vigo gets into some space. Vigo. Played out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Zanetti got a long way forward to join the attack. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? There to retrieve it. So here is the master craftsman, the arch schemer, the distributor-in-chief, Andrea Pirlo.
And I imagine he's already thinking of ways to pull all the strings from that deep-lying position of his.
He's great, isn't he? The vision he has, the way he can see and measure everything in front of him.
Yeah, it's just fair to say that he's always that one step ahead of his opponents.
First quarter of an hour gone. Somewhat off target. Played back to the goalkeeper. Cannavaro.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Zanetti promptly onto that, and that is that. Pele receives it in a good position here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Zanetti. He is starved of space and time. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Great punt. Owen! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Besiktas with the corner. There first. Terrific header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Hey, you make it sound so simple. The less said about that pass, the better. Cherki can see things others simply cannot. Now, this could be a chance. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Not the most convincing of passes. That'll be a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Vieira. Cherki is someone with real dynamite in his boots. He's in a great position here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Thuram spots it and intercepts. Cherki is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter.
He's gone for goal! It's a pretty loose pass. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of Cherki! Glorious! A finish right from the top draw. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Everton have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now that looks a decent ball. Cherki. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, that was no routine save.
Owen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vigo clears it away. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. They're back in possession and ready. He's having a shot! Vieira. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're off again.
Besiktas can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Neymar receives it in a wide position. So, third corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's a mighty effort! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Thuram. Pirlo. Vieira. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Best. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the pass is intercepted. Thuram is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Pull it. That's been intercepted. Now it's Pelé. Now that's a lovely exchange. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And it's Vieira. And he's only too happy to take that back. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Besiktas still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's well spotted. Takes aim and crosses. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Pirlo.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Pelé! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Vigo goes short. And it's Thuram. He's going for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. pull it. Cherky. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Best, very much a man of this moment. Passing is crisp and sharp. Driving forward. Leicester did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. In with the challenge. Nicely weighted ball. Spread neatly, and he's picked it up out wide.
Besiktas really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Good read, needed to be. Some resolute defending there. Figo. Strong running down that left flank. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Great vision.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep...
And Owen! It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of looking.
And the finish! And again! And it's hit the woodwork again!
Conte. Number 11. Bergkamp. Number 14. Hazard. Number 27. Bayern. Substitutions taking place. Substitution in progress.
Nedved being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
He's picked his way through. And they're quick to get it back.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Tries to pass it through. And this is Pele. Everton have it back and can go again. Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Big chance! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 19. Neymar.
Besiktas complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Looking for the run. Now it's Neymar. That's a shade optimistic. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Thuram. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Besiktas have won it by sheer force of character. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Rodri. Spread it left. Cannavaro wins the duel this time. Mohamed Salah is wide and looking to get onto this. Adams. And that has left him in a heap. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Robinson. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Played into space out wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Robinson. That has ended up in no man's land. Now, can they get him away? Shoots! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Besiktas are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal. And
he shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Mateus. He's had it taken off him. Schlotterbeck kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Cruyff, looking to play him in. Chelsea were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Knocks it into space. Pass somewhat off target. Mateus. Neymar gets into a good position. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? So a big chance now from 12 yards. To increase the lead. That is some save from Khan. And that's definitely not his best. That has not gone well. Mateus. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's a fine interception. Great vision. And he's intervened well there. And this is Mohamed Salah. And this is Owen. And he's running through. He's through. It's what takes a shot. And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Besiktas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Cruyff, brilliantly cut out. Robinson, Mateus, it's a pretty loose pass. And that's a throw-in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? Not the most accurate pass. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Rodri. Time and again they are repelled. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That pass isn't the best. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. No, that's been intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers.
Besiktas certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Rodri.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern...
Oh, shooting chance! Not the most convincing of passes. There's a sharp hit of ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Schlotterbeck threads one in. Big chance! Brilliant! Brilliant! Mohamed Salah! A finish of true class! A quite incredible... And the half-time whistle goes. Well, who would have thought it. A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Besiktas absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Besiktas very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. So we're just settling back into this second half. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Robinson concedes a free kick for that.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Hakimi. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Mateus. That has not gone well. Rodri calmly anticipates. Mateus. Neymar. Mohamed Salah. Veron. That has been cut short. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Mohamed Salah. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Forlan. Back into the middle. He's on. And the finish! Cruyff. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Forlan. It's anyone's ball now. Besiktas really do look to have it all sewn up here. Pass is just off target. Oh, and the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's another good win of the ball. It's loose now and they want to get it back. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he's picked it up out wide. Decent chance! And that's past the post.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Schlotterbeck. Adams. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Saliba. Mateus. Vieira gets over and intercepts. Pass somewhat off target. Veron. Owen. Look at he's had a shot! He's put it wide.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Rodri. Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Rodri. Oh, super find. Dida gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Looking for options for movement. He's away! Mohamed Salah! Oh, denied at the last. Besiktas, oh, terrible pass. And he's searching for it's Salah! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Now it's Neymar. Leicester kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to pass it through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Great ball. Mohamed Salah! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. Chance! Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Forlan. Rodri. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. Veron. Chance for a shot!
Has been indicated.
Oh, impressive strike. Mateus just eases him off the ball. Looking for the run. That's the keeper's ball. Robinson. That's that, the end. Besiktas pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the pitch
today's
are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Pirlo. Oh, they could break here. And here's Owen. And Dijk concedes a free kick for that. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. That was travelling. Pirlo. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's been slipped through. He's got away. A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Foot in. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Cherki. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Now that looks a decent ball. Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. And this is Nedved. Oh, super ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cherki. So it is still 0-0. Nicely shaped ball. That's beautifully weighted. Dida clears it away. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now it's Nedved. Oh, perfectly measured that. Big chance and Owen! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, what a climb! Tries to cross, but has made sure that's not getting through. And now they can spring out of defence. Toure spots it and intercepts. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nuno Mendes is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Can he latch on to this? Zanetti looking to hit the byline here. He is through here. And the shot! Goal! Besiktas! Besiktas Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Besiktas have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Besiktas have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
He's chance, surely! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Besiktas are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them.
Decent chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Besiktas have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Now he's off and running. And we hit half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Besiktas clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Besiktas ahead 2-0 and they are looking good. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And that... And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Could be danger here. Looking to play him in. This ended up in no man's land. Nuno Mendes. No, again there's no way through. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Owen. And this is Nedved. And he's been shifted off it. Nedved showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
It's not an especially good pass, that. He's in a great position here. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Pirlo with a real chance here.
Well, he can produce power, precision and deception, so he's not short.
Pirlo! Oh, special! That is a special goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Oh, what a ball! 60 minutes played. And he's intervened well there. Nedved clipped into space. Pirlo. In with the challenge. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. That's been cut out, well played. Aims beyond the defence. Look at the great chance! No mistake! And he is just ripping it up! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Besiktas blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Zanetti. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chance for a shot! He scores! It is no contest. It is a landslide. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is goes for the shot. And yes, it's there. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
How? He's had a shot! Oh, crossbar! And he can't put it away.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Now it's Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Hullet. Spread out to the left. Nedved. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Owen is flagged offside. Yaya Toure. Cristiano Ronaldo. And Cherki engages and forces him off the ball. Some really good ball movement. Cristiano Ronaldo, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, this is a great position. Very nicely done. He's tried one! No, that's just wide. Into the last 5 minutes. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. He's got away. Takes a shot. Has another go. Oh, taken with style. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And he lines up a cross. That's an excellent interception. Nedved, and it's been played through. And he was quick to react. Nuno Mendes. Cannavaro. Knocks it into space. No, that's been intercepted. Best. Pirlo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cherki. Best. Excellent challenge there. Uncompromising. Could move up a gear here. And he welcomes it in. Shot could be on. Yaya Toure. Quality ball. And that is as far as it goes. Oh, this is a side which is purring. Picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The
everybody,
game yet
and
to kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
The Dutch have a great heritage of producing some of the most talented strikers, and this one has it all.
The one and only Marco van Basten.
A score of outrageous goals.
Have you played against him, Jim?
No, maybe just as well.
Chiellini. And it's Marquinhos. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chiellini. Tonali. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for the run. Chiellini cuts it out. Marquinhos. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! And he's really put himself on the line here. Besiktas with the corner. They're first. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the pass is intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Mateus. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he's forced to go back.
Owen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Opts for safety. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
Now it's Tonali. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zanetti.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Played back into the centre. Van Basten distributed tidily. Van Basten. And this is Torres. Oh, well played. Possession football, Jim. We're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Van Basten is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Rijkaard proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, that's a... An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Marquinhos wins the duel this time. Veron does really well to win the ball there. Rijkaard. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, it's a great ball here. And he's cut it out.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Owen.
That's going in strongly.
Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Davids has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And this is Torres. Played back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Torres. Looking to play him in.
Are certainly playing with an intense...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around. And I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Chiellini. And Mateus. Turns back here, probably the best option. Chiellini. Roberto Carlos. Davids looking to run onto it. Veron. Totti. Morris ended up in no man's land. And it's Davids. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Thuram. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Davids.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no
And
supply.
it's been played through. Totti. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. There will be a throw-in. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Tonali. And he lines up a cross. He gets big. No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's Van Basten. Gives it back. Tonali. And here's Torres. Van Basten. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard. It's a threatening ball. Good-looking ball. Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now that's well seen too. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Roberto Carlos. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Chiellini. And Mateus. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And it's Tonali. And this is Van Basten. No way through, so back in. He's having a go! It's anyone's ball now.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Fernando Torres. Coming on the field is number
Plays it
21,
across.
Neymar. Substitution.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Great ball, and he's in here. Great chance. They've done it. Finally, the breakthrough.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first goal of the game.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
And they're quick to get it back. Rijkaard. Back towards the middle. Besiktas must do something here, and very quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Tonali. Rijkaard. And it's Marquinhos. Shifted it to the flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Nicely aimed pass.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Chiellini. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Threads one in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And he was quick to react.
Has been indicated.
Mateus. 2 minutes to be added on. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to
And
show
we
for all of
continue
that.
now.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of...
Terrific header! Davids, that's a lovely, neat pass. Not the most accurate pass. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's on it, can he get away?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
No, that's been intercepted. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Nedved. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Ribéry. Now that looks a decent ball. Ribéry. Granit Xhaka. Passing is crisp and sharp. That pass isn't the best. Now it's Ribéry. First quarter of an hour gone. Tries to play it through. Xhaka cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Foot in. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely aimed pass. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Aimed beyond the defence. It's Nedved! Ribéry. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Ribéry.
Philippines really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Now it's Nedved. That's been cut out, well played. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass somewhat off target. Xhaka. And the pass is intercepted. Davids. Hullet. Some good work on the right flank here. Van Basten. Now it's Mbappe. That's a cute ball. That's beautifully weighted. And he's there to clear it. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Great vision. He's away. Owen! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Owen has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Great defending, strong and determined. Passes short and sharp. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nedved. Can he get on the end of this? Maron. And it's Veron. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Bellingham. Ribery. Bellingham. Ribery. For Granit Xhaka. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, important interception. Veron. Well, that's well seen too. Mbappe. Now it's Ribery. That's good play. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
And if you do
So
have
we
a
reached the
chance
halfway
today,
point,
please take some
and
time
neither
out to give
side
your
have yet
support
been
to
able
our
to force the
Better
issue.
Stadium Fund.
It's 0-0. And the second half gets underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Granit Xhaka, that's really well manoeuvred. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Big chance! Oh, he's been caught napping! Has another go! That is ended up in no man's land. And this is Hullet. Ribery. Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. He has... It's net! Ribery. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Owen! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Ribery.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's...
Owen! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. And this is Hullet. Well, they've got it again. Knocks it into space. Granit Xhaka. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Granit Xhaka tries to pass it through. Oh, good take in a good area. Climbs up big. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Costa Curta picks it up from the goal kick. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Mbappe. Ribery. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. He won't be happy with that one. It's a pretty loose pass. Has a look and plays it forward. Pass is just off target. Mbappe chasing after it. Conte. And it's Conte. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Looking for the run. Always onto this. So much time and space here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Hullet. Howson calmly anticipates. Bellingham. Howson cuts it out. Now, can they get him away? Owen. And he's on. Goes for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Owen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution on the field.
It's
Number
their second
9,
corner of the game.
Mbappe. Number 17,
Big header!
number 24.
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Van Basten. Coming on the field.
Oh, well played, well
20,
sorted out.
Vinicius Junior.
Besiktas perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Donadoni.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. That has not gone well.
Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, he's bustling through. He's having a shot! Sticks it away! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Cruyff. And a chance! It's hit the upright.
Besiktas can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Besiktas close now to seeing this one through to the end. Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
There will be
1 minute to add according to the board. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's cut it out. Zanetti. And time is up. Besiktas have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match
With the
award,
order of a blue
and there is
car
very
parked
little
outside
room
the
for
stadium
argument.
gate. Kindly remove it, as it is
How
about
would
to
you
be thrown
summarise what
away.
we've seen today then, Jim?
Besiktas definitely came out on top simply because they were allowed to march through the middle. Something they jumped onto nice and early and continuously exploited.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Bellingham tries to play it through. Great vision, and he's worked it through. And this is Hullet, and he's managed to get free. He's hot shot! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Number 9.
So, a breakthrough already. Mbappe. Can he get it through? Mbappe has a look to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Hullet. Nicely weighted ball. No, that's been intercepted. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Nedved. And here's Hullet! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Besiktas are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Besiktas are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Nicely aimed pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Quarter of an hour played. Hullet has given away a free kick, and that's going to be a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Thuram gets across to intercept that. And it's Bellingham. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. Mbappe. Costa Curta. Lovely ball. Shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Oh, that's nice. Pirlo. That's Vieira. Now it's Hullet. And this is Hullet. And here's Cruyff. And Cruyff! Really well taken goal. Right back in the game. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Tries to pass it through. Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. Cruyff. Nedved. Oh, that's well spotted. Looking for the run. Vieira. And it's Cruyff. Pirlo. And it's Pirlo. Madrid finding their passes. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Here's Nedved. And here's Cruyff. Tries a measured ball. That's the keeper's ball. Vieira, who does have an assist to his name, threads one in. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. Bullet has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Looking tidy in possession here. Knocks it into space. Pirlo. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Cruyff. Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Vieira did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable.
Cruyff! No one quite like him! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Besiktas are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. It's a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. Madrid get the ball rolling for the second period. Vieira. Cruyff. That's a cute ball. Baron. Now it's Owen. And it's Davids. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's having a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
I think that defence will be feeling mightily relieved now. They were really saved by some poor finishing then.
Oh, and a chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Cruyff. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, that was vital. Nedved. And the counter is on. Now it's Owen. And it's Cruyff. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Cruyff, he's gone for goal! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Pirlo. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He was under real pressure there. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Madrid have their second corner now. Mbappe with the short one. Mbappe, he's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? So we've reached the hour mark. He's on it, can he get away? Nedved. Now it's Owen. Now Varane. And he's forced to go back. The pass is intercepted. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Pirlo. And it's Vieira. Oh, this looks sharp. That's a shade optimistic. Davids. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in. Vieira. And here's Mbappe. And he's got the beating of his man. Can he get on the end of this? Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No way through. Cruyff. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Chance! Madrid have their third corner. Mbappe moves short. Elects to cross. Nice interception, well timed. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. And he was quick to react. And it's Cruyff. Oh, what a ball! Davids. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. And here's Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cruyff. Some really good ball movement. Bullet. Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Madrid get their fourth corner. Cruyff plays it short. Cruyff. That is lovely. That is good strength. And he's well positioned here. And pull it! Oh, should have put that away.
Substitution for Besiktas.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Varane. Number 7, Nedved. Coming on the field, number 6, Gattuso. Number 25.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Stood up well to him there. Mbappe, Cruyff, Davids, Thuram. Now somewhat off target. The final 5 minutes. And he's intervened well there. Seedorf. That pass has been well intercepted. Pirlo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rijkaard spots it and intercepts.
2 added minutes has been
It's
indicated.
Davids. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pirlo. Looking for options for movement. Searching pass he's played there. Madrid really will have to throw everything at this now. Might be dangerous. Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on this. Shot a goal! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Messi can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Well, that's well spotted. Azar. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He has found the way through. Nedved. Guardiola. And this is Messi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And it's been taken short. And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That'll be a corner. Oh, well played. And the shot! It's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely...
He's one-on-one! Chance! Goal! Besiktas! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Besiktas go into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that.
Shot! Surely! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
Knocks it into space. Hoist it in. He's got full. And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Owen. There's the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Now, can they get him away? And it's been played through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bojan. Bojan. Showing good feet.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Bojan Kirkic clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And this is Owen. Oh, nicely intercepted. That has not gone well. Bojan. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Bojan Kirkic really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Just real chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Nedved clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Besiktas with the corner, there first. He gets big! Cleared without complication. And it's Vieira. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Liverpool have the chance. Chance, surely! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. Well read, and the danger is averted. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Now it's Raul. Now it's Haaland. He's beaten the last man. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Nedved. Can he finish? Goal! Besiktas! Besiktas take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Besiktas have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That is ended up in no man's land. He's looking wide. Haaland.
Besiktas really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Raul. Haaland. And the shot! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he plays one through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Liverpool get the second half started. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is through here. And now they can clear their lines. Raul. Now it's Haaland. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Zanetti. Oh, well played, well played. Nicely weighted ball. He's through here. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And that has been clubbed away. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Van de Ven. Raul. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. That's Nedved. That's been slipped through. Van der Ven. Van der Ven is there to clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yeah. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's intervened well there. Raul tries to pass it through. Good take. Shapes to shoot! He scores! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
It's a mighty effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And this is Owen. He's been side down. Is that a penalty? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Substitution for Besiktas.
Cruyff with a real chance here. And
Number
this
7,
an opportunity to pull level.
Number 24.
Cruyff! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And again!
Coming on the field.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Substitution in progress.
Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Turns back here, probably the best option. Zanetti. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Davids is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Zanetti, a picture of focus and alertness. Kukçu. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicked it back promptly. That's a little off target. That's a cute ball. Not the most accurate pass. Zanetti. And here's Bergkamp. Rummenigge takes a shot! Just off target.
Rummenigge certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Time for a change in personnel. Well read, nice interception. He won't be happy with that one. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is a little undercooked.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Added time.
Rummenigge. Beckenbauer gets a foot in here. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Cruyff quietly revving up.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, important interception. And that's that. Besiktas pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.